Subscribe to Drama YT and press the bell icon to get the latest videos first of the all. Hey guys, how are you? It's K2 and I am back with another C-drama video. In this video, I'm gonna talk about some of the best ancient dramas with happy endings. It is always difficult to know that which drama to start next because there are so many good ones. But especially for ancient times, almost all of them have sad endings. So particularly in this video, I'm gonna pick my top 10 ancient dramas which involves happy endings at the end of the storyline. All of the dramas that I'm gonna mention here and recommend to you are one of my favorites, and I have watched these dramas at least twice or thrice. So don't worry, the dramas I'm gonna recommend you are so good that you could just close your eyes and start watching any of them and you will not be disappointed. So without further ado, let's get to it. Number 10. Fight Breaks This Fear. Recently I have watched this drama and just believe me, I just fall in love with this one. This one is so good. After finishing the drama, I was just left with a single thought that where could I watch similar dramas like this one. This one is so good. The story is like this, as Xiaoyan is a genius child who suddenly loses all his powers. In a world governed by strength and power, Xiaoyan's lack of talent is an embarrassment to his family. At the age of 15, he accidentally summons Ya Liao, who is played by Baron Chen, from his mother's ring. With the elder's help, his skill improved by leaps and bounds. After his entire family is assassinated, he embarks on a journey to find his family's killer and return peace to the Jiangyu, which is a martial world. And this drama also has made into anime, which is known as Battle Through the Heavens. I first watched that anime, then I get into watch this drama, and this drama is gonna freak you out. Number 9. Evernight. Here comes another masterpiece of a drama, the drama type which I personally like. I am that kind of C-drama freak, basically in ancient type of dramas, that I personally like the OTs who just evolve through every episode and get powerful by every episode. And this drama is also like that, and I have watched this drama literally twice or thrice, and recently 2 or 3 weeks ago I finished watching this one again, and I have also literally talked for 7 to 8 minutes separately for this drama, and you could just watch the full review if you are interested in this one on the I button above. The story is like this: when a family was unjustly massacred by a great general, a young boy named Ningxiu escaped. He managed to survive in the wilds through his wits and growing fighting skills. One day he dug out from a pile of corpses a baby girl that he named Sangsang. Since that day, the two of them are inseparable. Ningxiu joined the frontier military and eventually became part of the intrigue of Princess Liu as he traveled back to the capital. He managed to discover the hidden school known as the Upper Story, which leads him and Sangsang to many wondrous adventures. Many hostile forces are gathering around them, and people are not who they appear to be. Is Ningxiu the son of the king of the underworld or the savior of humanity against the eternal light? And you're gonna just love this drama, believe me, and just go watch this one. Number 8. Handsome Siblings. To be quite honest, I first started to watch this drama solely because of one reason. The reason is Hui Tian. It stars one of my favorite actors, so much that I started to watch this one. But after finishing this, I would really say that this drama is so good that it deserves to be mentioned in my C-drama list. It's a story of twin brothers who are separated at their birth time but grew up to be supreme martial artists. Raised to take revenge on each other, they soon find themselves becoming good friends. Together they vow to make the martial arts world by storm and search for their true identities. Jiang Xiaoyu, better known as Xiaoyuar, was raised by the 10 great villains in the Villain Valley. He was trained and brought up to think that he will be the top villain in the martial artist world. Over the years, he has learned many tricks and becomes a mischievous prankster, though with a good heart. Once he was ready to leave the Villain's Valley, he meets Hua Wuxiu, who he doesn't know that he is actually his twin brother. Hua Wuxiu grew up in Yuhua Palace under the care of Princess Yayo. Princess Yayo had a one-sided love for their fathers, Jiang Feng, and wanted to take revenge on him as he just rejected her. Thus he separated the twins at birth and raised them with the hopes that they would be enemies and fight each other to death. Separately, Jiang Baihe, who was once the servant to Jiang Feng, teams up with his son Jiang Yulang in a conspiracy that might ruin the entire martial arts world. Hua Wuxiu and Xiaoyuar teams up together to try and take him down. The main thing that I like about this story is the bromance between our main OTs. Number 7. The Legends. After finishing one of my most favorite dramas, Arsenal Military Academy, I was just so much deeply into the chemistry of OTs of that drama, so I get to know about the drama The Legends, as it stars the same OTs from that drama, Bailu and Shukai. So I started to watch this one, and this one won my heart and just got a place in my C-drama Bengali list. While attempting to take her precedence, Wanjun Sword, Lu Zhaoyao is ambushed by the 10 immortal sects and dies. She mistakenly believes Li Shenlan, who is her best ally, is related to this incident after he is revealed to be the Demon King's son. 5 years later, Li Shenlan has taken over the position of the Wanlu sect leader and Zhaoyao decides to take revenge. She is now a spirit, possesses the body of Shi Jian, a female disciple of the immortal sect, and with the help of the newly gained body, she becomes the direct disciple of Mo Xing aka Lin Shenlan, with the aim of killing him. But things don't go as she planned when she slowly starts to fall in love with him. Typical C-drama storyline. Meanwhile, Jiang Wu, an ambitious youth, wants to kill Li Shenlan and becomes the sect leader. He is interested in Ji Xian as well. What will happen with their lives are intertwined? Will Zhaoyao be able to regain her body back and become the sect leader again? What is the fate of Xin Jian, whose body Zhaoyao possesses? The story of love and hate begins. And for all this up and down roller coaster ride, you have to watch this one. Number 6. The Story of Minglan. A drama which involves code politics, and if you guys have watched the drama Nirvana in Fire, which I have recommended you in my previous videos, then this drama's storyline is a little bit similar to that. If you like code politics in ancient dramas, then you're gonna just love this one. It is set in the Northern Song dynasty. The story follows Seng Minglan, an unfavored concubine born sixth daughter of an official. After losing her mother at a young age, Minglan is raised by her paternal grandmother. Growing up, she learns to hide her true genius self and use crafty and cunning methods in order to survive the tough conditions where family members are plotting against each other and where no actual family love exists. She then meets Gu Tengyi, the second son of the rich Marquess household, who is supposed to inherit wealth from both the parents and a noble title. Tengyi, unlike Minglan, is straightforward with his actions and never hides his true self. However, he falls victim to the planning and plotting against him and ends up losing everything. Minglan and Tengyi join forces, and through cunning schemes and daring endeavors, they both rise in position and work to obtain justice from those that have wronged them. So this drama is also a roller coaster ride, and you're gonna just enjoy this one as well. Number 5. Eternal Love of Dream. If you guys have watched the C-drama 10 Miles of Peach Blossom, then this drama is a continuation of that one. I'm not telling you that you have to watch that drama first and then this drama. You could just start watching this one if you like. The solely reason I decided to watch this drama just because I like the second OTs in the drama 10 Miles of Peach Blossom, which include Dilbara Dilmurat. It stars as Queen of Xingshu. Bai Fengzhu is the only red nine-tailed fox in the world. One day, she is attacked by a savage beast while seeking cultivation in the mountains and is saved by the first emperor of heaven, Donghua. Grateful and feeling indebted, Fengzhu accompanies Donghua to vanquish the Demon Lord. As the two spend time together, Fengzhu realizes her gratitude towards Donghua has slowly evolved into love. Unfortunately, Donghua has long forgotten what the love is, although the coldest hearts can melt with time, with countless lifetimes be sufficient to bring these two hearts together. And for this, you have to watch this drama. Number 4. Legend of Fu Hao. After finishing the drama that I have recommended you earlier, 10 Miles of Peach Blossom, believe me, just like me, you're gonna just search the internet here and there, and in search of finding a drama of young me, you're gonna end up with Legend of Fu Hao. So this drama is also a gem of a drama, so don't waste your time and believe in my recommendations and just watch this one. This drama is not good, it is one of the best. Adopted as an orphan, Fu Hao served as a slave for the Shuyan sect in the Taiwan kingdom. After a series of tragedies, she journeyed across the lands, searching to lift the curse that blighted her life. Along the way, she meets the crown prince of Tianshuan, Zhang Shun Wuzi, and falls in love with him. Together they tackle political issues in the Five Kingdoms and unearth secrets regarding her birth as well. To be quite honest, I am watching this drama for the second time, so I am gonna recommend you this drama from my heart. Number 3. The Romance of Tiger and Rose. Finally managing to sell her TV series script, aspiring screenwriter Chen Xiaoxian falls under the scrutiny of the male lead who refuses to act in the role she has written. Vowing to make her script a success, she starts rewriting. But while taking a nap, she is suddenly transported into her own story, becoming third princess Jin Shanshan, and an insignificant side character who is killed in the third episode by the male lead, Prince Hansho. Armed with the knowledge of her own script, Xiaoxian is determined to stay alive and find her way back home. This drama is really intriguing and you're gonna just love this one. Number 2, Ashes of Love. One of my most favorite C-dramas of all time, and I have watched this drama at least for 4 or 5 times. A story of many lifetimes of romance between the flower deity and the fire deity. 4000 years ago, when Jinmi was born into the world, her birth mother, Zifin the flower deity, abandons her for the afterlife, and before her death, she feeds the unfeeling pill to her infant daughter and orders her subordinates never to reveal her true identity. The main property of the pill that her mother feeded was this, that Jinmi could never fall in love with anyone as long as this unfeeling pill is inside her. 4000 years later, the fire deity, who is also the second son of Heavenly King, stumbles into Suizing because of a trade laid out by his enemies. He is then saved by Jinmi, and slowly the two fated souls find comfort in each other. And after having spent 100 years together, 100 years together, it's a drama about gods and deity. So 100 years. At number 1, The Untamed. The drama which broke all the previous record in the C-drama history. And if you guys have not watched this drama yet, believe me, you should just stop watching C-dramas and watch the cartoons like Shin-chan. I'm just kidding. This drama is the highly and most recommended one, not from me, but from all of the C-drama fans who like to watch C-dramas. Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji, two talented disciples of respectable clans, meet during a cultivation training and accidentally discover a secret carefully hidden for many years. Taking on the legacy of their ancestors, they decide to rid the world of the ominous threat, but in a dramatic turn of events, Wei Wuxian dies. 16 years later, Wei Wuxian is brought back to life through a self-sacrificing ritual. He conceals himself behind a mask and assumes the identity of his summoner. Soon Wei Wuxian reunites with Lan Wangji, and the pair starts working together to solve the mysteries of the present and unravel the truth behind the events of the past. The main thing you wanna enjoy in this drama is our OTs, and the fact that Wei Wuxian is different from all of them and he practices evil magic in a very good way. So you're gonna just like this concept and you're gonna just love this drama. So start watching The Untamed. So that's it, the video ends here. Wish Shema. Oh, actually the video is not ending here. I still have left something to talk to you. Other than these teen dramas, for the people who have watched all these dramas, I'm gonna suggest some more. And the dramas that I'm gonna mention next are also good, but just the one reason that they didn't get into my top 10 list is just because the top 10 ones are so good, they just overshadowed every dramas. Or in the another word, the drama which are getting an honorable mention in these videos are as follows: Lovely Swords Girl, The Sleepless Princess, Dr. Cutie, I Have Fallen for You, Princess Silver, Love of Thousand Seer, Oh My General, Marry Me, The Chang'an Youth, The Romance of Huarong, Unique Lady, Dear Herbal Lord, and in the last, The Love by Hypnotic. You guys might be wondering that how many dramas I have watched. Believe me, I watched dramas from the start of my day to the end of my day. The C dramas and the K dramas are the only thing that I care in this world. So that's it, the video wraps here. I hope you have liked this video, and if you have watched the video till here, like this video and subscribe to Drama YT. And yet you haven't followed me on the Instagram handle, which is right in front of you. It is called dramayt.k2. Follow me there as well, and I will see you later. As always, your K2, love, peace and hugs. It's really been a pleasure.